yesterday was our last day of school, so I thought it might be a cute idea if I have you join me as I open some of the presents that my students and the families that I worked with this year gave me. I am very, very lucky to work in a wonderful school community. And I know that the community I work in is not super affluent, so I really appreciate all of the effort that parents and families go through to show me any kind of appreciation. So yeah, let's get started. I thought I would start maybe with the smallest ones in the front and work my way through the back. So first we have this beautiful crystal butterfly, and I will tell you just why it is super special. I do a whole butterfly study with my students. It lasts about a month, and so I know that my student who picked this out did it because she really enjoyed learning about butterflies this year. We even get caterpillars and grow our own butterflies and then go to the park to release them. Also, I really enjoy seeing how much kids pay attention to the things you say because I had mentioned a few times this year that purple is my favorite color, and the fact that, very young children pick up on those things that you mention and remember, it's just, so thoughtful. So yeah, I love this. This is actually gonna stay right here on my shelf that I have. This is where we have our TV, like our TV stand. So this is gonna stay in our TV stand, on our TV stand, just decorating our living room. And next I have this very, very special jewelry box. I sort of wish I hadn't just cut my nails, but I'll still try to do some tapping. The reason why this jewelry box is so special, it's because it was handmade by the father of one of my students. He is a carpenter and he's super talented. I actually have taught 2 of his children. I taught his older child a few years ago, and I still remember because I still have it in my kitchen, that for the end of the school year they gifted me 2 awesome, really cool wooden spoons. So yeah, this daddy is very, very talented. Okay, I guess I'll do maybe this one next. This one is a really cool pouch that says "Best Teacher Ever." It says the same on the back. Oh, that sounded really nice. And on the inside, there's this jewelry box from Alex and Annie. I'll show you best teacher ever. And then it has the one with the brand. Let's see what this one has. I'm not sure what this one is. And this one has a little heart with the American flag. That's really cool. I wonder if it's maybe because it's a product made in the USA. I don't think it says so, but yeah, really cool. I'll just set the ones I've done to the side so I don't accidentally repeat myself. Okay, and then I'll show you this one. And again, going back to me telling you how thoughtful children are. My kids every year, they just quickly pick up on the fact that I love anything Hello Kitty. So look at this very cute Hello Kitty post-its that my kiddo got me. It says self-love. And it has little binoculars and like a little travel journal with a little luggage. See, and I love presents like these because it's something so, like so simple, but it shows that, that the kids got to know me and that they were so thoughtful as to pick out something that they knew I would like because they know I love Hello Kitty. And honestly, children are so thoughtful and so sweet, and that's why I love working with kids. People always say, oh my god, you must have so much patience working with children, and I'm like, not at all. Working with children is the best. If anything, I feel like you need more patience to work with adults. Okay, and of course I have a huge sweet tooth, so I'm always very excited to get chocolates or any type of sweets. My husband also has a big sweet tooth, so anytime I get gifts, like sweets or chocolates, I have to, like, hide them from him. Okay, I'll set that to the side. This one is empty now, so I'll set that to the side as well. And let's move on maybe with this one. This one actually, this present was from a different child than the child who gave me this. I just didn't have a bag where to place it, so I put it in there. But this one is so cutely wrapped. Look, it looks like a little coffee mug. And it has a little chapstick that says, teaching is a work of art. Oh, that's like a play on words, right? Like teaching is a work of art, but teaching is a work of art. It is. It really is. And so this is a chapstick, and I'm sure this is maybe a hand lotion. My hands are always super dry because when you work with kids, there's germs everywhere, and so I constantly wash my hands. So I actually usually leave these in the classroom and constantly reapply. And the other part of the present is this cute little coffee mug warmer. I don't know what they call these, like coffee mug, sweater, sleeve, warmer, I don't know. But isn't it so cute? Because it's like a number 2 pencil, right? Do you see the color pattern? And look at the little smiley face. That's so sweet. So this is gonna be perfect for. I actually don't drink coffee. Never gotten into it. People are always like, "How do you have energy if you never drink coffee?" Guys, I run on sugar. That's all I do. So in the winter, I run on hot chocolate, but this will still be perfect to keep my hot chocolate warm. And the other gift is some tea. This is perfect. As I just said, I never got into drinking coffee, but I'm big on tea. I wasn't that much before, but I've mentioned before my husband, he's English, so I feel like I've gotten a bit more into drinking tea since knowing him. So this is Asian Pear Harmony. Delicious. And there's also 2 itty bitty hand creams in here. So cute. This one is peach and this one is chamomile. These are actually perfect for putting in your bag as well. Okay. Next, I guess I'll show you this tote bag. I love the tote bags that I get. I have, I think, 3 teacher tote bags. My husband loves using them as well. He's the one that does most of the grocery shopping. And I always think it's so funny when he's out there grocery shopping with my teacher tote bags. But I also use them just to carry materials around because I don't know if you've ever seen a teacher just going to and from work, but we're always carrying stuff around. All of the papers that have to be graded and, materials for projects and such. So this one says, "A great teacher is hard to find and impossible to forget." I love it. I actually love hearing people tell stories like from their childhood and how they still remember their favorite teacher, because it makes me think that maybe a few years down the line some of my students will still remember me. Okay, this is one of the sweetest ones because this kiddo, she's such a good artist. Look at this. And it's all glittery. I'm not sure if it shows that well on camera, but oh, there we go. Look at that. Look how glittery. She actually made me 2 pieces. That's one, and this is the other. Now, I teach a very, very young age range, and I can tell you this is very impressive. I'm actually so proud of this student because here in New York City, there's a few like art, I'm not sure, contests, like competitions for elementary students. They're done by art museums here in New York. I don't know that much about them, but I know that the art teacher at my school, she submits student work every year to see, if any of them wins. And this particular child, she won one of those competitions this year, not with this art piece. Her art piece, I believe, is still currently displayed at the museum, because that's the prize. The prize is you get your art piece hung at, one of these very famous, reputable museums. Last year I also had one of my students win, and it's such a great experience because the child is invited to come to the museum for like an event, and their family's invited, and they invite teachers as well. And so, you get to take pictures and see your child's artwork on the walls of this very famous and prestigious museum. So, yeah, maybe in the future, this student will be a very famous artist, and I'll have an original piece. And so those were from a different student. I just put them in this bag so that they wouldn't get damaged, but this is from another student. She got me a journal. It is so satisfying to touch. It's super, super smooth. And this is actually very special because on the inside, she wrote a little dedication for me. I just think that's so sweet. And what I'll show you next is actually from a different student as well, but this other student got me some little eyes. What are these called? Eye masks. And I believe, yep, and then a face mask. They're actually glued together, but there's a face mask and an eye mask, and then a little bracelet. Isn't that so sweet? For a little self-care this summer. Okay, and that was it for this bag. Let's do this one next. This one is a little jewelry dish. It says, "There are people in this world who make things better wherever they go. Thank you for being one of them." Isn't that so sweet? I have to tell you, I am certain that no teacher has gotten into this profession for the recognition, but it is so nice to feel appreciated, because it is definitely such a hard job. Okay, so that was it for this one. And next we have another present that I will have to hide from my husband. I actually already hide them as soon as I brought them home yesterday, he was like, "Ooh, for hers." And I said, "No, at least let me, film a video first, and then you can eat them." Ferreros are actually one of my favorite chocolates. I would say my second favorites. My ultimate favorites are Crunch Bars. I just love the Rice Krispies. Okay, and I'll show you this one next because it's so cute. Okay, so I don't know if you have any children in your life, but if you do, or I don't know if this is just a New York thing or what, but oh my god, my class this year was absolutely obsessed with capybaras. Like everything capybara. I had capybara lunchboxes, capybara backpacks, capybara themed books and journals and sticker books, and I mean anything you can think of capybara. So I just thought, oh, this is so cute because now I get to have my very own capybara, and it'll forever always remind me of this cohort of kiddos who were all obsessed with capybaras. And look, I am not ashamed to say this, but even though I'm an adult, I love stuffies. I have 3 stuffies in my house. I have some on the couch, I have one on my bed, and then I even have a travel one that I always travel with because I think I got used to sleeping with stuffies, and now I always need to feel like I'm hugging something to feel comfortable to sleep. So yeah, this will absolutely be a great addition to my collection. And look, it has like a little fish backpack. I don't know if that's a reference to anything, but look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's my very own little capybara. And next I will show you this one. So this one is a very special present because this present was not given to me by one of my current students that I had this year. This present was given to me by a student who finished 5th grade this year, and so she is now graduating from elementary school and will be going to middle school in the fall. And she was so kind and thoughtful as to remember me from a few years ago when she was in my class. I was honestly moved to tears. I was crying yesterday because some of the 5th graders, they get yearbooks, and some of them were coming to my class and asking me to sign their yearbook and sign their senior shirt. And 3 of them told me that even though it's been a few years, I was still their favorite teacher, and that they still remember my class and being in my grade because we did so many fun activities. We do have a lot of fun. I mean, kids, they do huge learning growth. In my year, they really do. They become such better readers, and they learn way harder math strategies, and they become way better writers. so through a lot of fun projects. We do a lot of gingerbread themed projects in my class. We do a lot of cooking and food themed activities. And then, we do huge units about butterflies and the solar system, and so it is very fun. Oh, I could have been opening this whole time as I was chatting with you. I'm sorry. I think this one may sound cool. Here it is. Doesn't it remind you of like the Beauty and the Beast rose, right? As soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, it may be too loud actually. Maybe I'll step away so my mic is further. As soon as I saw it, that's what it reminded me of. The Beauty and the Beast rose. So yeah, very, very thoughtful of my former student to think of me so many years later. Let's move on to... oh, more stuffies. These stuffies say, I love you. And they're two little bears hugging each other. They're like on a little heart-shaped pillow swing. How cute. This one is by far one of my favorite presents that I got. It is two, actually, not just one, but two Hello Kitty containers. As you know, I love Hello Kitty. So I already love these enough just based on the fact that they're Hello Kitty. But also, I am so big on practical gifts. And this is such a practical gift because every day of my life as a teacher, I pack, well, actually my husband, because I don't cook, but my husband packs me homemade food for my lunch for me to bring to school. And so I am gonna absolutely love bringing my lunch to work on these beautiful glass containers. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. I'll show you the other one. The other one is just the same design but in red. Aren't this beautiful? Oh my god, I love them. I absolutely love them. Okay. And last but of course not least, these are actually two different bouquets that I got yesterday. I'm not sure if you can tell. One of of them was a bouquet with the yellow and red flowers, and then the other one was the bouquet with the white and pink flowers. It also has some purple ones here on the back, which, as you know, is my favorite color. The vase I already had. I just put them in the vase and they're decorating my living room right now. I hope they last a long time. I'll be changing their water. It makes me feel like a celebrity, you know, when they, I don't know, have like a red carpet, or is it like, or they have like a Broadway show and it's their like opening night and they get like a bouquet of flowers. It makes me feel like that. So special, so loved, so appreciated. When I'm telling you I cried so much yesterday, oh my goodness. I had such a wonderful group of kids this year too. Because you know, sometimes some groups are a bit, you know, they're a bit tough. But oh man, this group this past year was wonderful. And I am definitely going to miss them. So there you have it, friends. Those are all of the gifts that I got yesterday. I also got a lot of gift cards. I got some Amazon gift cards, some Starbucks gift cards, one for Target as well. And of course I got a lot of just regular cards with beautiful messages on the inside. I got drawings made by my students. So yeah, I really appreciate all of those as well. And like I said, I really appreciate all of the families and students who would have given me anything just to help me feel appreciated and liked all of my hard work this year. Was valued, because I do work very hard. I think most, if not all, teachers really do. So if there's a teacher in your life, any words of encouragement or appreciation are always well received. I am hoping that now that I'm on summer break, I'll have more time to record more videos. I know I left you abandoned there for a couple months. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, hopefully you'll be seeing a bit more of me this summer. So thank you so much for joining me as I opened my gifts, and I hope you found this video interesting.